Hi, I'm Melissa. Let's have a conversation over a cuppa. I joined the public service to serve out my scholarship bond, but I stayed on because of the mission. Of my 20 years in the public service, the bulk of it really has been in the social sector. I started out as an associate in the stock exchange, SGX, and from there I moved on to the Ministry of Finance. I had done stints in MOH, Aging Planning Office, PMO Strategy Group, Civil Service College. I was very blessed to have good bosses throughout my entire public service career who always looked out for me. You learn how to absorb the best traits of all the leaders that you work under, and then you decide what kind of leader you want to be. Over a decade ago, I had to lead our Singapore Conversations, a national public engagement exercise. And one of our challenges was to reach out to over 40,000 Singaporeans from all walks of life to hear their hopes and aspirations for their future Singapore. So we work with the unions, taxi association, VWOs like Salvation Army to reach out to different groups of Singaporeans. That taught me very important lessons about partnership. You can't do everything yourself. You have to work through key partners and intermediaries to close that last mile sometimes. That has probably also shaped how I think about how CPF Board interacts with its members. We are digital first, but we are not digital only. And we recognize that even among our seniors, not everyone is entirely digitally savvy. And so instead of expecting people to come to us, why not we go to them? We have an internal movement called CPF Cares. That's our internal volunteerism movement. We partnered with NTUC Health to adopt a number of their active aging centres. We set up a booth. It's also manned partly by our CPF volunteers. Even as we befriend the seniors, we also twin that with CPF education outreach. And I find that the seniors are more comfortable in a more natural setting where they are with their friends and they find it easier to ask their questions. Not many people know that we are actually older than independent Singapore. In 1955, we were born as a very simple retirement scheme. Today, we are one of the top 5 pension systems in the world globally, one of the top 3 insurance administrators in Singapore, and we support many agencies across government in grant disbursement. So I would say we are not 70 years old, we are 70 years bold because we are always on a journey of continuous transformation. And I think the culture of innovation in the board is really a journey of continuous improvement. To me, it is a key part of every officer's DNA. Learning is really a way of life in CPF Board. Last Friday of every month is actually protected time for us to learn and innovate. I believe in learning by doing. I think it's great to be able to learn from younger officers. And earlier this year, we had a workshop where some of our colleagues from the Data Science Accelerator team actually taught the rest of us how to create our own pay assistant and AI bot. Workplace well-being is important. I believe that the process of how you achieve an outcome is as important as the outcome itself. So you can't have sustainable outcomes without sustainable practices. You have to create a common sense of purpose to unite, build trust and psychological safety. Otherwise, nobody's going to tell you when something is not going well or when things need to be improved. And develop and empower your teams because we are all gifted with different strengths. And here in CPF Board, we like to celebrate successes, big and small. And that's also a key part of the culture here. I'm not a superwoman, I need the weekends to recharge. Family time is my main anchor. Dinner time is when we get to catch up with each other. Every year we also try to take a trip together, so it's a change of scenery and for all of us to decompress. My other hobby is to tend to a small garden. It's a reminder to myself to slow down a bit, to learn how to take micro breaks. It's also a nice reminder of how leadership is about cultivating the right conditions for people to grow and flourish in their own time. Hone your craft, take things in your stride, enjoy the journey.